Hi everyone, for my video I'm going to be showcasing the September Betterpress of the Month plate and the September Wax Seal of the Month. This Betterpress includes a registration plate as well as 11 different fall leaves and 3 sentiments. Those are all Betterpress plates, and then there's a die to cut out the sentiments. So I'm going to put the registration plate down. Registration plate is a clear acetate film that they send you from Spellbinders, and you can then arrange the different leaves, and then you can use different color inks to stamp. And the registration plate helps just guide you and to do the placement and do the colors. And then you just tape it down to your Betterpress. And then I've got some Betterpress paper here, and I'm going to do one color at a time. All right, so I'm thinking fall leaves, so I'm thinking orange and yellow and rust color, making sure that my paper is sticking, and I'm making sure that I have everything lined up correctly. You see that? I'm just making sure there. I do have a piece of Sizzix paper, grid paper, holding my paper down. And the first color that I picked is Tuscan. It's a beautiful gold color, perfect for fall. You can make your leaves any color that you'd like. And I don't think it matters which ones you start with when you do the Betterpress. You know, I just started with one color and then went to the next and then went to the next. And there's there you go. That's what it looks like after you run it through. It's so nice. This is a really cool Betterpress of the Month plate. It's very versatile. These leaves you could arrange them really any way you want. I like the registration plate. You know, gives you a general guide if you're trying to get all of the leaves on. Next, I'm going to use clay. This is Betterpress ink that I got from Spellbinders. And each month, Spellbinders sends me the Betterpress of the month, the wax seal of the month, and the stitching die of the month. Okay, so that's today's video, is focusing on 2 of those products, and then I will do a separate video for the stitching die of the month. And then the third group of leaves, I'm going to use saffron ink. And you can use any kind of inks that you'd like. And you can make your leaves any color and arrange them however you'd like. You don't have to use the registration template if you don't want to. It's just there to give you a guide. And I just love this. Look how this looks. It's just so bold, and these leaves are beautiful. Perfect fall card, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and grab some color strawberry ink. And I'm going ahead and I'm making my second panel. And you could do an ombre as well. You know, I'm just using one color ink on each of the leaves, but you could stamp it in 2 different color inks to give it an ombre look. That would look nice too. So there's the strawberry. Just reminds me of red autumn leaves, which I think are so pretty. I'm not sure how the fall foliage is going to be this year. They're saying it might not be as pretty. Normally we have very nice scenery around where I live here in the mountains of western Pennsylvania. And I just have to say the Betterpress is so easy to use. It's just really effortless. Just all you have to have is some ink and it says Platinum 6. And for the final layer of leaves, I'm going to use clay ink. I know I didn't show the ink pad, but that's the color that I'm using. I'm wiping up some of the excess ink before I run it through my Platinum 6, just to reduce the chance of there to be ink in the white margins. That's why I did that. And there, I made 2 beautiful panels. They're similar, but they're not the same. Now I'm going to go ahead and Betterpress my sentiments, and I am using Tuscan ink. Sentiments are really nice. It says, my favorite color is autumn, sending autumn wishes, and thankful for you. And I'll go ahead and run that through my Platinum 6. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like in a minute. So then I'll go ahead and clean my area up here on my magnetic plate, and then line up these plates to do another impression or another Betterpress on the other side of this. That way I'm getting the most out of my paper as well. My Betterpress paper that I got from Spellbinders. I'm just trying to make sure I don't do it over top of what I just completed. So I took it off the sticky paper just to make sure that I was lining this up correctly. This looks like clay ink, so it's a different color. The first color I used was Tuscan. And then off camera, I actually die cut these sentiments using the die that came with the set. So you get a lot in this set. You can do so much with it. And I do like these sentiments. Now I want to show you the wax seal of the month. This one is called Falling Leaves. And when you get the wax seal of the month subscription, you get a new wax seal, which includes the seal and the handle, and you get a full-size bag of the wax beads. This color combination is so pretty. It is the perfect color combination for fall. You've got your burgundy or wine color, a beautiful green, a pretty rich gold color, and a nice blue color. Pack of beads is called the Autumn color mix. So like I said, there's like about 100 beads in there. And here's your wax seal with handle, and you get a new one every month. It's a great way to expand your collection of wax seals. And what I'm going to do is just take my little oven and put some beads in a spoon, and then I'll heat it up. Of course, you can use your tea light under your little oven here, but I just use my heat gun because it's easier for me. I don't have to worry about finding like a lighter to light a candle. Yeah, it's just what I thought would work for me. Now, Spellbinders has a wax seal starter kit, which includes the little oven, spoon, a silicone mat, a couple other things, like maybe some tea lights to get you started. And what I'm doing is just letting my stamp just rest on that wax, and then getting another spoonful hot and ready in between each one. I grabbed my deco pen. This one is coloring in metallic gold. But this is fun, putting the little beads in and coming with different like marbled effects. When you melt it all together, pour it out, it's so pretty. And then you just push it in and hold it for, let it sit there for a minute. While that is making its impression, I'll go ahead and color in some of these leaves using like the gold deco pen marker. It's like a paint marker, but it's metallic gold. Okay, switching gears here, I want to show you what I did off camera. I used my Betterpress and I made a impression on my colored cardstock without ink. So you can use your Betterpress without ink. This is what it looks like. And this is just dry embossing. I'm going to hold the paper up to the camera. Hopefully you can see that. You see there's impressions inside the color cardstock of the Betterpress plates. And when I put the leaves down on my platen, I just did a random pattern. I didn't follow the registration template. So this just is to show you the different things you can do with your Betterpress. You can also hot foil them with your glimmer machine. Okay, so now's the time. Today is the 5th, and the clubs, if you are interested in any of the clubs, you want to go in and purchase them, you can do that between the 5th and the 27th. And I did pull some older Spellbinders dies from my stash here so that I could finish up these cards. Now these are retired, but I'll tell you what they are because you might have them at home. Now what I have here is the sealed squiggles. There are 4 different long sort of stemmed dies, and I'll go ahead and use some. I'm using some gold foil cardstock, and that's what I'm cutting them out with. To finish my cards, I also used the die called Sealed Leaf Sprigs and the die called Sealed Twine. Okay, so like I said, I pulled these from my stash. You can see how I am coordinating these on my Betterpress colored cardstock, and I'm actually going to make 5x7 cards because it's been a while since I've made a couple of those, and I ended up making 4 different cards. 2 have the full size Betterpress color paper, and then the other 2 is where I trimmed the paper at a diagonal, and you'll see all this at the end. And then I had some here I am trimming it at a diagonal, and I had some wood, like looks like wood grained cardstock in my stash, and then I used that just to see. Here's what I'm doing. I'm just creating using the diagonal cuts here, just creating my card front. It just, instead of it just being solid, I just wanted to add some kind of focal point just to give it interest. And I actually made 2 cards with this kind of wood paper, you would call it. A lot of us have something like this in our stash, and if you don't have it, you could just use another color of cardstock. And this sealed twine is pretty cool, and when you cut it out, it looks like this, and then you just fold it over. Don't forget to just fold it over. Use a little bit of your tape runner to hold it in place. And then voila, you have your panel. And I just figured I would use some of these sealed dies, and I'm mixing and matching them. And then I have my wax seal, and I have my little circles from Spellbinders to adhere the wax seal to the paper. So that's what I've done for my cards. And I'll have photos at the end of the finished cards, so hang tight for that. So there you have it. That's the wax seal of the month and the Betterpress of the month for September 2024. Lots of possibilities as to what you can use and create with. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment below as to what you think about these cards that I have created. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you're notified of all my future videos. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.